Hey there, welcome back everybody. This is our 455 John Deere push cylinder for our hydraulic manure spreader. We had that bolt to extract, so Kale's working on extracting the bolt here out of the end of the cylinder. He tapped it with the coal chisel and a hammer and it started turning, so he decided that instead of welding a nut or washer onto it, he could turn it out with a chisel. He's not really pounding on that very heavy, he's just barely tapping it. As you can see here, I give it the thumbs up because it looks to me like it's getting ready to come out. With a little more effort and a little more turning slowly around and around with that coal chisel, seems to be taking forever, doesn't it, folks? And now we got out the old Farmer Fred's, the do-alls, the fence fixers. Is it going to work? I don't know. Is it? And yes, he was successful, folks. Now moving on to the other part of this cylinder that we had to work on was it is leaking out of the end of this cylinder, so we are going to have to remove the seals and replace them. So this being a gland turning type cylinder with a gland nut, it does have a locking wire in it, so you use a pipe wrench because there's no holes in the end of this to use. You turn it to remove this wire. I'm removing that wire now out of a hole. That wire coils around through there and locks the head of that cylinder in. Now that we've removed that lock wire off of that cylinder, the next thing that you have to do is remove the gland or the rod gland out of the end of the cylinder. So, with a little effort, you work this back and forth. There is some O-rings and backup washers that hold that in there. As Kale's demonstrating here, sometimes you can take the rod and remove it all the way to the end. Make sure you have a bucket handy or else this thing will give you a hydraulic oil shower. I'm trying to catch all that instead of making a mess. And then you can use the rod as a slide hammer to help bounce that end cap out. As you can see here, we've got that end rod gland out of the cylinder, and now we're removing the rod from the cylinder itself with that piston at the end. That piston seal fits a little tight. You pull the rest of the cylinder out, and success. We're ready to overhaul the cylinder.